Recently, the Dallas Mavericks fired their GM Nico Harrison. So today, I'm having AI step in as general manager to see if it can lead the Dallas Mavericks to an NBA championship. Here's the prompt we've got. You're stepping in as GM of the Dallas Mavericks after their recent firing of Nico Harrison to rebuild the team in NBA 2K26. I attached screenshots of the current team record, player salaries, and draft picks available. What moves are you making? Mavs are 3-9 right now. It's not looking too good. We are in a world of no injuries. I took off the injuries of Kyrie and AD. That way, we could potentially trade them if that's what Google Gemini wants to do. Okay, here's what it's got to say. This is a fascinating scenario. It looks like the previous regime, Nico Harrison. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. The Luka for AD trade, the experiment has failed. The situation, 3-9, the team is bad. Cap situation, terrible. The lifeline, you have Cooper Flag. This is a great analysis. We do have our own first round pick, but they're saying the win now timeline with AD and Kyrie is done. We're wasting Cooper Flag's rookie year on a losing team with no cap flexibility. Here's my GM plan to save the franchise. We're initiating Project Flag. Phase 1, the fire sale, trade block. We need to pivot entirely to the Cooper Flag timeline. Anyone over 26 is available. Wow. If they're over 26, it's up. First step, trade Anthony Davis. He's an elite asset, but wastes our cap space and wins us just enough games. Well, he's not winning us anything right now, but I see the point here. We need a young, high potential guard to pair with Flag plus draft capital. Call the Houston Rockets or Orlando Magic. It says, as for a young star, e.g. Jalen Green. Well, Jalen Green's not on the Rockets. Don't know if you didn't get the memo. Amen Thompson or Jalen Suggs plus 2 first-round picks. You know what? I'm rocking with the idea of an Amen Thompson trade. Young guard, defensive-minded. Let's try and do something there. I'm not going to lie. I don't want Jalen Where's My Hairline Suggs. So they're saying ask for Amen. I give him AD. Obviously, that's not going to work financially. So we got to put some players in here to match up the money. That could be Fred VanVleet, Steve Adams, and then I give you back Brandon Williams and just one more player. We should be smooth here. You have Dante Exum. They want me to ask for 2 first-round picks. If we can get that Brooklyn one, oh, it's Christmas. And Christmas is coming, which is why I'm asking you for a gift. Subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. We're on the road to 300K. Another double upload today. I think I'm stupidly locked in. Like the video as well. It helps me out. If I can get this Brooklyn pick, I think that this is a dream trade scenario. Come on, let's get this through. We don't want to take on the extra salary. Buddy, it's Anthony Davis. But no, I understand. How about just 1 pick? Because this Brooklyn pick holds the value of 2 picks, I would say, for sure. Come on, if we can get this through, it's a great deal. We don't want to take on the extra salary. You just said that. You're sounding like a broken record. Let me see if I can just grab this Nets pick, and hopefully that'll work. We don't want... All right, I get it. I'm going to throw him back a 2nd-round pick here. Okay, I think this is close. They said trade anybody over 26. So is there anybody who might have some values over 26 we could throw in this deal? Maybe like Najee Marshall. Then the money doesn't work. All right, we'll keep Brandon Williams in there. We'll do this with no picks, just straight up swap. And it's done. You know what? We didn't get the picks out the deal, but we got Amen Thompson. I'll send through the trade summary of all the deals we've done once we're done here because we got more work to do. We'll see how Gemini reacts to that deal. And they're saying move Kyrie to the Miami Heat or the Los Angeles Lakers. Well, I don't think the Lakers, because they're saying they need to move him to a contender desperate for scoring. The Lakers have Reeves and they have Luka. They don't need more scoring. Bron's about to come back too, so they're cool on that. But Miami, I could see that. Bring him in the backcourt, and they say ask for expiring contracts to clear that cap hold and at least 1 pick. All right, I'm gonna try and do that. So our team to talk to here is the Miami Heat. And the Heat, do they have much expiring money? Wiggs is at 28 million as an expiring. That works. And Terry Rozier. All right, we give them Kyrie Irving. And they say ask for 1 pick. I'm going to try and make up some lost ground here and grab 2 picks in this trade because we didn't get any back for AD. I think this goes through. Should I be greedy and ask for 3? I'm going to start off asking for 3. What do they say? They want Jaden Hardy. They'll give me Keyshawn Johnson. Oh, this is a good deal. So we end up with 3 picks in the end. It's the same outcome. And there you go. We clear up cap space. That's exactly what we were supposed to do. We understood the assignment there. Welcome to Dallas, Amen Thompson. And of course, Wiggins and, Terry Rozier. Step 3, shop Klay Thompson and D'Angelo Russell. Okay. Klay is a 76, making 16 plus million. Yeah, Klay the Thompson, it seems like he's about done. D'Lo is 29. They're blocking minutes for younger players. Take anything for him is crazy. All right, so I just have my discretion here for those deals. Do whatever, get him off the team. I understand. Okay, Klay Thompson, where are you? Oh my goodness, his overall so low. He's all the way down there. I can get second round picks. I was hoping we could grab a first, low key. I can't send him to Washington. I can't do that to him. Yeah, you can slide to San Antonio. Get some catch and shoot looks. You don't have to move too far. I don't feel bad about that. Deloading. A first round pick and TA from the Bucks? Yeah. And that'll help us lose games, bringing T Nasty to the team. Let's do it. Good deals there. Now that the trades are done, we'll see what the AI is thinking about that. I think I did a great job. Before I tell AI about the deals, I realized it had more to say. It said phase 2, the untouchables. Cooper Flags, the franchise. Derek Lively, the perfect rim running defensive anchor. I don't know about Derek Lively being an untouchable, but all right. And Max Christie. Max Christie, untouchable. Okay, tradable if the offer is right, for sure. Looking at your picks, you already have your 26th first round pick. That's crucial for sure. Will get worse. And the goal is to finish with a bottom 3 record. And I'll tell them about the draft class and everything with who all is available. The new rotation post-trade. Oh, they're telling me about a system I got to run and everything. So I'll do that as well. And let me send all the deals that I was able to make. And we'll see if there are any updated decisions as far as the rotation and what we should do there. I'm low-key nervous. What if it flames my addition? Says, yeah, you did a terrible job, Danny. You're worse than Nico Harrison. It's not even my fault. I was going off the AI's ideas, not mine. I would not have done it this way. We would have had better players. You absolutely understood the assignment. This isn't just a rebuild. What type of phrases are we using, dog? You managed to completely dismantle the old guys era in a single day and walked away with a treasure chest of assets. Here's my breakdown of your Project Flag execution. I thought it wasn't going to be rocking with the Amen Thompson deal, but apparently it likes it. A+, you turned a 32-year-old declining asset AD into Amen Thompson, who is basically the perfect running mate for Cooper Flag. In 2K, Amen is usually a oh, it's calling to me like the bad signal. Not 6'6", not 6'8", not 6'3", not 5'4", 6'7". Anyway, I'm probably gonna edit that out. He's a 6'7" athletic freak who can defend 1 through 5 and play make. The fit, a core of Amen Thompson, Cooper Flag, and D Live is arguably the most athletic defensive young trio. Is that ridiculous to say? It might not be. You'll be throwing lobs for days. The heist! We got an S tier! 3 first round picks is a robbery. And we get 2 first rounders in the upcoming draft. Yes, sir. We got a first for D'Lo, a second for Klay. Indeed. The new problem. Oh, we're too good to tank. Yeah, because Fred VanVleet, Terry Rozier, and A. Wiggins are going to win us a lot of games. If you play FVV and Rozier, no, they won't. No, they won't. But, okay, so they're saying we should make some moves. Oh, we got options here. Which route do you want to take? The development route? Trade them immediately. This is probably what I want to do. Keep FVV to mentor Amen. I'm cool. Force the coach to bench the vets. No, let's do the first one, the development route. All right, let's take route 1. This is crazy. We got a whole storyline here. We got different options. I did not expect it to be this in depth. Last time I did it, and granted, I've got the free trial of the pro version, and that's why I've been running so many of these AI videos, because I got to take advantage while I got the free trial. I better remember to cancel that though, because they better not start hitting me for, I think it was like $19.99 a month. I'm good. This is the ruthless winning mentality we need. No half measures. Yeah, there was an episode of a show had that same title. It's about this chemistry teacher. Anyway, we are clearing the deck completely to let the young guys run wild and loose beautifully. Okay. In NBA 2K, having mid-tier veterans like VanVleet and Wiggs, no, it won't. We're not gonna, well, maybe with the Mavs. I could see us winning 35. Here's your scorched earth trade plan to execute immediately. The Fred VanVleet problem. We gotta move him. We need Amen with the ball. I agree. The ask. Look for expiring contracts. They're saying called the Spurs. Well, the Spurs already have De'Aaron Fox. The Magic, desperate for shooting and playmaking. I could see that. Ask for expiring contracts plus second round picks. Okay, let's do do that first, then we'll move on to Wiggs. Wiggins has been playing really well this year for Miami, by the way. So shout out to Wiggins, man. It really hurt that we had to trade him. My Warriors did, to go out and get Jimmy Butler. I mean, we got Jimmy Butler in the end, so it's cool, but Wiggins is a great player. So they were saying look for expiring salary and a pick or something, even if it's a second. I guess C-Mac fits the bill there, but we have to give up a first. So I don't want to give up a pick in this situation. I'd like to just Pat Connaughton. I needed just a 1-year salary. Anthony Simons, but I'm giving up a pick. The Paul has 3 years on his deal. Dang it, man. There might not really be. Could I throw in a second? I don't think the AI is going to be mad about me throwing in a second by any means. That's perfect. See, we throw a second, and now we get the minivan, George Niang, and a first-round pick. That's awesome. Now let's see what the trade plan is for A. Wiggins. The Andrew Wiggins dump. Why move him? I understand that. Yeah, he takes minutes at the small forward, power forward. That's Coop's spot. Who to call? The Cavs. Reunion. Yeah, he never even got to play there. Lil GM had him packed up before his name was called. Or the Philly Sixers. Contenders always want wing defense. Any young player with B- or higher potential, even if their overall is low, or future draft capital. I can do that. This is a fun way to do rebuilds because I feel like I'm really immersed into this universe here. Like I'm locked in on trying to find the right deals. So they were saying if there's a young player with upside, try and make that happen, or just get a draft pick. So those are the two directions we're going. Max Strus, and we get a first. I mean, Strus, that's 2 years of salary, but we'll worry about that later. Welcome to the team, Maxwell. What's the plan for Terry Rozier? The Terry Rozier sale. Why move him? He is a bucket getter. We don't want buckets right now. Trust me, I don't think we got to worry about that. We want high tempo mistakes in development. Who to call? Nuggets or Suns? Oh, I didn't even call the Cavs or the Sixers. I ended up sending. No, I sent Wiggs to the Cavs. I did a good job. I didn't even think about that though, low key. And with Fred VanVleet, where did I move Freddie V? I think I just threw him somewhere random. I sent that man to Utah. I'm sorry. Terry Rozier. It says a random first will be a steal. Multiple seconds is acceptable. And then Steven Adams, they say trade him. Why? I love Adams. All right, we'll trade Adams, but I got to do the Rozier deal first. Okay, so let's see what we can do with Terry Rozier. I think it'd be a miracle if we could get even a second-round pick and not take on salary. Well, there you go. There's your miracle. Fontecchio, send him over to Miami, get a first-round or a second-round pick and an expiring deal that's much cheaper in Fontecchio. Shout out to the Heat, man. We've done some great deals with them. And then they also said to move Steven Adams, who we acquired as a part of the not the Kevin Durant deal, the Anthony Davis deal where we sent him to Houston. I don't think the Rockets would ever want to trade for AD in real life, but it is what it is. So we need to trade Adams to a contender who needs a center like the Grizz or the Pelicans. Wait, never mind the irony there. What's the irony? Did he play for those teams before, or is the irony that they're trash? I'll try and send Adams to some contender regardless. All right, Steve. There's the Grizzlies. We get KCP's expiring, but I'm not giving up a pick to send out Steve. We'll get Jose Alvarado and a trade exception. Sure. Okay, all those guys are off the team. Let's see what's next. All right, I said, okay, I got everybody up out of there. I think that these were some really good deals, and I understand the direction. Those were similar deals to what I would have made if I was rebuilding. There might be more opportunity for us to maneuver at the deadline depending on where we're at, but I'd really like to get this season underway here soon. This is GM Master. You didn't just clean the house. You stripped the copper wiring out the walls. Yo, like who says this stuff? Report card? You're giving me a report card? They're giving the college dropout a report card. Okay. Sending Wiggins to Cleveland for a first-round pick is absolute robbery. In 2K, Wiggs usually has negative trade value by year 2, so getting the Hawks first is incredible. Honorable mention, turning Freddie V into a Wolves first. The tank commander, you acquired George Niang. The minivan, they know the lore. He's the perfect tank power forward. He shoots threes, so your slashers have space, but yeah, he's slow. To ensure the other team scores 130 is crazy. You officially transitioned a failed super team to arguably the most exciting young rebuilding team in the league. I don't know about all that. The official Project Flag lineup. Now we need to set the rotation to ensure we lose games entertainingly while pumping XP into the core 3. Who says this stuff? Okay, let's go to our coach game plan. We want 7 seconds. Cooper Flag main option. Got you. Oh, and then they also have a rotation they want me to run. They want Amen at PG, Strus at the 2, Coop, Fontecchio, Lively, Thanasis. If he enters the game, we know the tank is rolling. That is crazy. Oh, and they even know about mentorship. This is crazy. So it says before you sim, go to mentorship and we'll assign Strus to Cooper Flag and Alvarado to Amen Thompson. Bet that. Okay. And then it says, do you want to simulate to the trade deadline? Yeah, that is what I want to do. And I'll be doing that in the game. So hopefully it understands that. I'm gonna say that after I make all these changes it wants me to make. So it's got a whole like system proficiency plan and everything. We gotta go to our, how do you do this? I haven't done this in a minute. Coaching, system proficiency. They want us running 7 seconds here, which doesn't really combat with our player, or doesn't really gel with our players perfectly. And they said run Max Strus at the 2, start him, and then have Fontecchio at the 4. So it's Strus, Amen, Cooper. They want Lively starting. Fontecchio wasn't going to play any minutes, but guess what, buddy? You're the starter now. And then we should have traded Gafford and PJ Washington low-key, but it didn't mention anything about that, so I won't do it. They want Jose Alvarado as the 6th man. Dang. Yeah, I just don't agree with this, but it told me to do it, so I got you, I guess. And then Jose Alvarado as the 7th man. Or no, it was Jose and then Max Christie. So Kelly Olynyk, you're not playing. Max Christie will be there. And we got to set our things so we play through star as well. All right, there we go. Rotation set. I ran a 9-man. Cooper Flag. We'll do offensive focus, play through star. You used to be able to set scoring options in 2K. You can't do it anymore, so I can't do that. But we can do player mentorship for sure. Training, player mentorship. Yeah. Don't need the Yappuccino. Cooper Flag will be the mentee. And the mentor they wanted was Max Strus or George Niang. I'm going to probably do Max Strus. And they said to do some shooting badges. Let's do set shot specialist, dead eye, limitless range. There you go. And then the other mentorship, it was going to be Amen Thompson and Jose Alvarado. Alvarado has no badges that he can teach. GG's. All right, well, that's not happening. But outside of that, we got everything set up. We are ready to go. Let's get it, man. We should lose a lot of games, but you never know. 2K does love them some Dallas Mavericks basketball. So I'll be interested to see if we do start winning games, which we are. We're already above 500. Yeah, we're winning. So how is the AI going to react to that? This is an unexpected outcome. They were saying, hey, Danny, y'all got to go tank, lose games. But now with this new lineup, it's probably the player mentorship, right? You know, Cooper Flag getting those extra badges, move mountains. No, it's probably just because 2K loves this team. But now are we going to go all in, make a play for a star since we're doing so well? I mean, we've got a lot of trade assets in terms of picks and everything. We might be able to mess around and win the championship in 1 year in this AI rebuild, which would be crazy. The way we're playing, we were 3-9 to start off this video. And you see where we're at now? This is ridiculous. Okay, let's stop it right here. We're right around the trade deadline. I'm gonna get all the screenshots, salary cap stuff, pick stuff. I'll show what teams are selling or rebuilding around the league as well, because I think that's useful information to know, hey, these are trade targets. Like the Bucks have Giannis available. You know, could we make a play there? So I'm gonna be spending probably 5-10 minutes taking screenshots. Okay, so I told the AI simulate to the deadline, and it did like its own simulation. It projected we would be trash, right? And then I showed them what actually happened. Because, you know, we are, let me check the record on 2K, 31-19. It says, this is the most hilarious failed task I've ever seen. We tried to tank, but the team is too good. You are 31-19, the 5th seed in the West, and Amen Thompson has exploded to an 88 overall. Cooper Flag's already an 82. Yeah, the rebuild's over. We're officially contenders. They're saying the Bucks are 16-32, Grizz are 15-34. This is a once-in-a-lifetime market crash. We have a war chest of draft picks and salary cap flexibility. We're going all in right now. This is what I wanted to hear, because I think our team's really got something. Here are the moves to turn the surprising playoff team or a surprise playoff team into a dynasty. Target 1, the Holy Grail, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The fit, Amen, Giannis, Cooper, D-Live. So you're telling me I'm going to trade PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, Max Strus, Kelly Olynyk, and then picks. See, if I traded 5 first, this might actually work. Problem is, here in 2K, you can't give up all those picks in one trade. There's not enough slots. Target 2, it says Jaren, and they offer a package here, which, yeah. And you know what's funny about the Giannis trade? It says why you have the Nastis on your roster. It's destiny. That's pretty funny. Shout out to T Nasty. Well, let's try and do the Giannis deal. I'm going to see if I need to throw in all those players to match salary. They said Gafford, Washington. I mean, those guys got some value. You give me back Giannis. That's not going to work money-wise, is it? 20 million we got to make up. Low-key, I wish we had Terry Rozier right now. That would help us match this salary. if I give you Max Strus, wait, will this work? You give me back. They got to just give me back 2 players. That's fine. We can do that. Yeah, okay, this works. And then I have 3 slots to throw in picks. Our pick is worthless. Heat pick is worthless. Also, this trade's cooked. This trade's so cooked. Yeah. There's no universe where we can trade for Giannis without giving up. Bro, we should give up like Derek Lively or something. Like, who cares, bro? It's Giannis. But they're not rolling. So I'm going to try for some of the other offers. Oh, I really don't like Jaren being the second option here. Jaren's so bad in 2K, but we'll try it. They say Daniel Gafford, PJ Washington, 2 first. That's not a crazy offer. It kind of is, though. Like, that's 2 quality role players. And I'm telling y'all, in 2K, every time I get Jaren Jackson, it doesn't work. That's what's making me nervous about this one. All right, Jaren, and then you give me back just your worst player. Somebody without value, maybe like Jock Landale. I'm going to try it without the picks at first. They said throw in the Heat pick, so I'll try that. No way they accurately predict what it takes to get this trade through. They said our 28 pick. We don't have a pick in 28. Oh, this swap. Yeah, okay. If this is accurate, okay, they say no. Do I go another pick? Or let me see what the other trades they wanted were. Okay, they're talking about Lauri Markkanen. And they're also saying, who's your primary target? Okay, before I go for Markkanen, I'm going to say I'm trying to go for Giannis. But the problem is they don't like the players I'm offering. I'm gonna say that, and I'm just gonna see how it thinks this through, because I'm curious if it'll be like, okay, throw in Derek Lively or somebody else. It says exploring trade alternatives, because yeah, I also sent them other teams that were selling around the league that I think could be good trade partners. So there's that too. Like, we could trade with another team rather than working with the Bucks for Giannis. There's quite a few selling teams. Matter of fact, while it's doing all this thinking, I'll show y'all. Around the association, it felt like about half the league was selling. You had the Nets. I mean, we don't want anybody. They have Pacers have Halliburton and Siakam available. Pels have Zion. Rockets have Kevin Durant. And, you know, if we wanted to double back for AD, that could be kind of funny. The Bucks, of course, we talked about them. Grizzlies. They're not even mentioning Ja as a potential target. This is a classic 2K AI problem. Even though the Bucks are selling, the AI looks at your offer of Daniel Gafford and sees a backup center because they already have Miles Turner. No, I just think this is a logic issue from you. Why in the world would they want to give up Gafford? So they're saying throw in 5 first. I don't have enough slots there, man. It says option 2, the 3-team asset flip. This is interesting. If option 1 fails, it's because the Bucks hate taking on long-term salary. Go to the Magic or Spurs. Trade for a young player on a rookie deal. This is actually smart. The trade finder cheat code, and then it says scroll till you get the Bucks, and wow, they know ball. They know ball. Let me see. Okay, it says Max Christie and 5 first. Let me tell it. Hey, I only have 6 slots in a 2K trade. I'm gonna say that so it understands, hey, I can only attach, you know, let's say 3 players, 3 picks, because it's trying to get me to do stuff that's not possible. You hit the classic 2K super team barrier. And so now it's giving me a setup. They're saying Zach LaVine is the guy we can... This is how I would do it. Now, I wouldn't do it with Zach LaVine specifically for this trade, but yes, putting together salaries to go get another guy, that's exactly the way you kind of Euro step the salary cap, if you will. So that's what we're going to do. They're saying call. So we need to trade for Zach LaVine. They're saying trade Strus, Washington, and Gafford. All right, let me try and do that. So Strus. Why wouldn't we do Olynyk? I'm going to try to do this with Olynyk. It'll probably work. So I'm going to call them with that, and we'll see what they think about that. Because we do not need to trade all those pieces for Zach LaVine. Then we just need to take back a player. Let's say, could I get Russ back, Loki? It's not going to work because we need to throw in another player. That could be Maxime Reynaud. If we get this done, I'd be pretty happy. They're going to say no. What if I switch Oubre for PJ? And they still say no. Let's do 2nd round picks. I'm not going to hit up the AI and be like, yo, can I use 2nd round picks? All right, that's not going to work. So let's switch out Westbrook and let's put in Eubanks. Let's take out Washington and put in Kelly Olynyk and let's call it a deal. They say no. All right, then let's switch back in PJ. That's a deal. No. All right, let's do some 2nd round picks and please. Do I give up a first here? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's give up this Philadelphia first, and that'll do it. Okay, we got the deal done. I'm going to send that to the AI. Say, yeah, it took a little bit more than we might have wanted, but we got it done. All right, I said had to use a pick, but got the Zach attack. I'm going to send through that update. Man, I gave up a lot to get Zach LaVine. That wouldn't have been the guy that I would have typically gone and traded for. Okay, now they're saying the final boss trade, use the pick, but that's 5 years away. Who cares? We're trying to win now, I'm saying. So now we use the golden ticket, LaVine's salary, and all the picks. Okay, hopefully this works. I don't know if it's going to. LaVine and 5 picks. Yeah, I mean, for Giannis, I don't know that this is going to go through. I sure hope it does because, man, I do not want Zach LaVine. So let's go 1. And all our picks kind of suck. That's also the problem. We'll throw all these. They say no. Okay, so this isn't happening. All right, well, now we have LaVine for nothing. What do we do? Okay, I'm going to say, yeah, I tried. It didn't work. What should we do next? Keep in mind all the other selling teams around the league. There we go. I think that that's a good way to put it there. I'm sad that trade fell through. I can't say I'm surprised. I wish that one of those picks was more valuable that we had, you know? Okay, so they're saying the good news, the plan is still perfect. We can use Zach LaVine to get DPOY, Jaren Jackson Jr., the young star Paolo Banchero, the sharpshooter. I'm calling Orlando. I'm calling Orlando. Let me see what I can do. That's what I'm going to say here. They're saying to offer LaVine and picks. Or is that what they're saying? Whoa. Go back up. LaVine and all 5 first. Let's do it. Yeah, because if I'm giving up a haul of picks, I don't want to give those picks up for Jaren. All due respect. And I think it's realistic that we get Paolo here for this package. Oh, Paolo's still on the rookie deal. Oh, that changes things. I'm going to have to tell the AI, hey, Paolo's only making about 15 million. So how do we navigate that? Maybe it's Kelly Olynyk and picks, but will they go for that? Okay, let me go on ahead and say this. They had a whole thing here. Oh, because we got a match salary. They're saying give John Isaac or Desmond Bane. Okay, cool. Yeah, this makes sense. Thank you. That was actually really helpful. I'm talking to it like it'll answer. Hopefully it doesn't answer. If it answers, we got a problem. So John Isaac, I give you Zach LaVine, and then I send back another player. It could just be somebody who's not really going to play. Maybe like Keyshawn Johnson. That's 11 mil more than allowed. You know what? Do Desmond Bane for the salary aspect. They said that was an option too. We'll do Desmond Bane. It's not going to work though. Okay. I'm going to ask the AI if we could do something centered around. Let me see if this works financially before I even suggest it or throw it out there. What if we did like Derek Lively? That works financially. I'm going to ask. Okay. I'm going to say, could I include just Derek Lively and picks? Let me know. Do y'all like the typing noises? I got a loud keyboard, bro. My buddy who knows a lot about computers, whenever I was putting together my PC setup, shout out to you. You know who you are. Not that you're watching this, but he recommended this keyboard. He helped me set up everything with the PC. I appreciate bro for that. Because, man, when I got the PC, the content really hit a whole new level. This is a brilliant pivot. They value. Okay, yeah, they're saying send D Live, send Max Christie. Let's do it. Because, see, then we keep Zach LaVine. So I'm going to offer up Derek Lively. They're saying throw in Max Christie if need be. I might do that. I don't think I even have to necessarily. I think Lively and picks is enough. We'll do Lively. And then one last one here that should be through. Oh! Okay, if this doesn't go through, I'm going to be very upset. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, that doesn't work. What if I throw in... They suggested throwing in Max Christie, so I'm going to do that. Wait, where's Max? Oh, there he is. Hey, Max. I'm going to throw in Max. Come on. Ah! Yeah, so this isn't going to... Man, could I switch in maybe like Najee Marshall and then still do the picks? No. Let me try this pick instead. Nothing. We might have to settle for Jaren, bro. That might be the reality here. Okay, so we could not get Paulo, what should I do? We swung for the fences and missed. Tag nabbit. I don't want Jaren. JJJ. They want me to offer Levine and picks. Okay, yeah, Marcus Smart and Desmond Bane aren't on the team. But I'm going to see if we can just do Jaren. Wait, they're saying try this specifically if the Grizzlies say no, use Trade Finder and do the best Levine deal that pops up. I low-key might just not do the Grizzlies deal because I don't want to do that. And then just try the Levine and picks package here. We could get Mad Max. See, like, if we can get Maxi, that's better than anybody we've been offered. Let's be honest. They said, tell me the best offer. The Goon? Nah, bro. I think Mad Max. And we get You Light My Fire PG. I'm gonna send this through. I'm gonna see what they think. I said, what about this deal for Mad Max and PG that we just got? I really like this one. So I'm hoping that the AI rocks with it and says, yeah, push the deal through. Because we could slide Amen to the 2 guard. It'd be perfect. Paul George, low key. I'm checking the stats right now. He's at 17 points per game. So that's pretty good. This is the Moneyball moment. Take this deal immediately. Oh, this is an A+ heist. The Sixers are trying to dump Paul George's massive salary so desperately they're practically giving Tyrese Maxey for free. I'm saying you're trading Levine, who we don't want. Dang, Levine, that's how it is. Caleb Martin and plus 2 picks, getting an 85 or an 89 franchise cornerstone from 2 mid-round picks is a robbery. Yeah, you do Amen. Oh, so they want to do Amen at the 1, Maxey at the 2, Paul George bonus. So they say use Paul George as a badge teacher. What if we flip PG? You know what I mean? Let me go ahead and take the deal. Watch this, best editor on YouTube. Woo! But let me go on ahead and take this deal first and foremost, and then we'll see what they have to say about flipping Paul George. So they want Mad Max at the 2 guard spot, Amen Thompson at the point guard, and then we got You Light My Fire PG, that 50 million. Okay, here's what the AI had to say about the Paul George deal. This is a dangerous but high reward game. First things first, you must accept the deal for Maxey. Yep. Now regarding Paul George, if you want to flip him immediately to get off that money, okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can break it into 2 solid role players. Rudy Gobert? We could flip him for Rudy straight up or get Jeremy Grant and Rob Will. Okay, so let me say I accepted the deal. I'll hit the trade finder with PG. And they're saying look for a center here. So that's what we're going to do. Best center on YouTube. Back at it. Okay, so Paul George, let's throw like a couple first to, sweeten the pot here. And a center is what they want us to get. I'm not seeing anything great. I do have an idea though. Slide PG to small forward. There you go. All of a sudden, he's a little bit less worst. He's an 84 overall. So we're going to do that. All of a sudden, he might have a little bit more value. Drop a couple picks in there. There's Vucci Main, there's Tyler Hero, but we're looking for a center. De'Aaron Fox, Jeremy Grant, and we get Drew Holiday. I guess Vucci Main is probably your guy if you're looking for a center. If you're looking for sheer talent, it's Hero. I'm gonna see what it thinks about the Vucci Main deal. We'd have to let go of T Nasty. Hold on, let me try a 3rd pick just to see if Jaren popped up in this situation, I wouldn't be mad. JD, Jalen Duren. Jalen Duren, and we get Toby, who will be another good player for us. You get 2 role players here. You get your center. He's young. I'm gonna screenshot this one. So I said, here's what I got with the Jalen Duren and Tobias Harris deal. I think that if we do this trade, we're good. Like, this is it. I'm ready to go. This is a gold mine of a finding, but the CPU is trying to rob you blind on the draft picks. So they're saying negotiate, just offer 1 first and do not. So just give up the Thunder pick. Okay, we'll try. If this somehow works, Gemini might just be a genius when it comes to this GM and stuff. There's no way this works, right? Do they counter? They counter. They want the picks back. Okay, so they want the picks. I'm gonna say they're not going for that. Oh, they just don't like it. Walk away, hang up the phone. They're saying cancel the trade and let's simulate to the playoffs. All right, fair enough, man. Fair enough. No trade, no deal. I'm not gonna push it. So we are back over here. We are ready to go. I'm gonna slide Paul George on over to the power forward because that's what they wanted. Let me see what other lineup stuff they wanted to do. I know they wanted Maxey at the 2. What else did we have? We had Amen, Maxey, Cooper, Paul George, Derek Lively. They say that's a championship 5. I think they're delusional, but you know what? Maybe whoever makes that AI also makes the 2K Mavericks, so they just no ball and say, hey, the Mavs got this. So Paul George, you'll be the 4 now. And yeah, let's simulate to the playoffs. See how this thing goes. I really think if we could have found the right Paul George deal, that would have just pushed us to a whole new level. But getting Mad Max, getting PG, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. And it looks like we're winning a lot of games because of it. If we could win this thing with a rookie Cooper, maybe the AI really does know something, man. And if we don't win it, we go into the offseason with all these picks. The only problem is, like, the picks just are kind of trash. Like, all the picks we had did not hold too much value. And that was the issue when we were trying to make all those trades, too. We ended up winning 53. That's crazy considering we started, 3-9? Cooper Flag is your rookie of the year, average 17, 7, and 3. And we're the 4 seed taking on the Dubs in round 1. Okay, we got our system set. Everything's ready to go. Game 1, we win. 30 ball from Coop. If Cooper can take a leap in these playoffs, turn it to a whole new level. Maxey goes for 38. Cooper has 29. If they keep playing like that, oh my goodness. Mad Max has 36. And Paul George, playoff P, averaging 22. We're seeing a resurgence of Paul George. They get a game, that's fine. We'll close it out in 5, right? Yep, we're out of there. What a series, man. Cooked the Dubs. Mad Max averaging 30. Coops at 20. Paul George is doing so well. Hey, whoever's playing that, you light my fire, turn that off. Paul George is locked in. We got the Timberwolves next. Oh my goodness. Maxey's guarding Ant. It's Christmas. Game 1, we win. JR at 26 and 24. Mad Max had 23. This was a bad game from us and we still won. We win the second. If we knock off the 1 seed, 39 from Maxey. We're up 3-0, baby. 42 from Tyrese. It's a sweep. We got the unction next. I saw Bradley Beal's having a hip surgery, man. Get well soon. Well, he's not getting well soon. He's out for the season. I'm sorry, Brad. Hope you come back next year stronger because things were not looking good this year. You knew something was off. Game 1, we win. 30 ball from Coop. Yeah, this was the ideal matchup. Facing the Unction, they get a game in game 3. We take the 4th. We're in the finals. Maxey, 27 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. We got the Hawks in the finals. This team is trash. All due respect. Game 1, we win. We take the 2nd, the 3rd, and the Mavs are champs, baby. Maxey, 31, 2, and 6. The Maxey deal saved the day for sure. Paul George averaged 21. So that deal single-handedly won us a title. And if we hadn't gotten Levine and threw him in the trade finder like the AI wanted me to, that deal doesn't happen. So that's crazy, man. We win the championship. I'm going to send, the playoff bracket, see what the AI has to say. This is unbelievable. I know we did it. You swept the finals, a 4-0 sweep. Let's recap the journey. 3-9 disaster, 50 M's over the cap, traded AD Kyrie, accidentally became a 5th seed, pulled off the ice of the century, rolled through the playoffs, swept the Hogs. One of the greatest single season turnarounds I've ever seen. You built a dynasty in less than 5 months. Who won finals MVP? Oh, I gotta tell the AI. Mad Max, average 30. Mad Max, 30 ball. Come on, man. That's it. We're done here. An absolute masterclass in team building. Took the franchise from the lottery to a 4-0 final sweep in 1 season. Congrats on the ring, GM. Well deserved. All right, that'll do it. If you made it to the end, comment Mavs, like, subscribe. We love basketball. Have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.